Then there was this polemic of conspiracy theory. So they started that because they were very worried that I would speak in the math department. And later, a Kenyan reporter, white Kenyan reporter, reported this in an MIT magazine. The general point I'm making is, how do you call an alternative philosophy and pedagogy of math as a conspiracy theory? I mean, can I say that Kant was, the philosopher Immanuel Kant was a great conspiracy theorist? Can I say that Plato was an even greater conspiracy theorist? And how do you call philosophy and pedagogy a conspiracy theory? I mean, it's just, and then make some wild personal attacks and just say, okay, we don't want to discuss because of this. So you may not like it, but if you don't like this new philosophy of math, that's perfectly all right. Then you have to contest it. And the whole point of conspiracy theory is that you avoid contesting it. Now I want to go to my last topic. So because there is such a difficulty here, there's a politics which gets into singularity theory, which I want to talk about. Shocks and singularities are similar. That differentiability fails. What do you do? So you can change calculus or you can change physics. But Stephen Hawking, in a serious book, which is the serious book? This is the one, Large Scale Structure of Space-Time, which he wrote with J.F.R. Ellis. He linked it to God and creation. The last line of the book is that the actual point of creation, the singularity, is outside the presently known laws of physics. All right. So this is what he does. It's not calculus which fails, it's not physics which fails, it is something about God and creation. So this is made quite explicit in his popular book. At the Big Bang and other singularities, all laws are broken down. So God would still have had complete freedom to create, to choose what happened and how to, what world to create. All right. So it must be a moment of creation. That's what a singularity is, not a mathematical problem, but a theological problem. So this is made much more bluntly. Tipler is a very blunt fellow. So he put it very bluntly. He said theology is the branch of physics. And I'll skip through this. Central claims of Judeo-Christian theology are in fact true. And they are straightforward deductions of the laws of physics as we now understand them. And I have learned this from Penrose and Hawking, singularity theory of Penrose and Hawking. That's his branch of relativity that he says. He's written papers in Nature on that. And he's written several books on that. Not just a remark. I mean, this remark is from that book. So, physics of immortality. See, it's where we have gone from calculus, modern cosmology, God and the resurrection of the dead. So he's talking about when will the dead be revived, will the dead be raised, why will the dead be raised, etc. and so on and so forth. And he publishes in Nature, he says, I have so many papers in Nature, you better believe what I say on the authority. So I raised this issue, I had a debate with Roger Penrose on singularity theory in 97. Penrose was evasive. I published a lot. There is a paper on distribution matter tensors, what happens when your continuity breaks down. There is a whole book, 11 pictures of time on the physics, philosophy, and politics of time beliefs. Right? And the central point in the book is then the articles in newspapers. You just need to look at this, Christian propaganda and Stephen Hawking's work. A long form article after Penrose got the Nobel Prize recently. So there's an article on that, which is called Singular Nobel. So it is, you can take a look at this. I can't just discuss it offhand. Each thing will take hours to discuss. So this was the point. See, my quarrel was with Hawking and Penrose, Stephen Hawking and Roger Penrose. Ellis was just a sidekick until I came to University of Cape Town, where he was the top dog in the math department. He got the $1 million Templeton Award for putting together science and religion. So the point I'm making is that mathematicians can put in any kind of prejudice into science through formal mathematics. They have no control. And they have the control. It has nothing to do really with science, but how do you say that? You say that, then this is what happens. Because I offered to discuss this in the math department. I didn't realize. So that is why Ellis was frightened to death, and to protect his $1 million scam, he started the conspiracy theory scam along with the local church. So the moral is, if you trust a formal mathematician, there are many, I don't say all, there are many willing to fool you in a variety of ways